Hey guys. So I was thinking about a lot of the things with Tess Fowler and trying to use these other sources that you find out that the guys have touched and underage girls and just horrible sources just to get him out of comics. You have this guy Daryl Ayo who just will not go away. I honestly do think the guy has some type of mental, emotional problem. Something is up with this guy. I don't. The guy can't be right in his head because he's always trying to look for attention. But I saw something that Mr. Marvel, had posted up, and he said that it just seems like both sides are just going at it. And I stopped for a moment and I was like, well, I don't necessarily agree, but I can see where he's coming from, and to a certain extent, I get where he's coming from, because another YouTube channel, I Love Comics, pretty much stated, I like to see both sides, because sometimes, every now and then, SJWs, even though it's skewed, they've got a point. And you see just customers that want good comics, you'll see certain things that they'll say, and you're like, no, you're out of line right there. You just can't call something SJW because you don't like it. These guys are trying to put out a product. Yeah, does it have this weird agenda leaning type stuff? Yeah, it does have a little bit of that, but overall the project is pretty solid, and they don't go around attacking customers. So why would you go out of your way to attack them and call them SJWs? You know, things to that effect. I was like, he's got a point. So I'm trying to think of other ways that we can brainstorm about to help local comic book stores, to help bring in new creativity into this industry, because I've noticed that a lot of times you see the same reoccurring people in a comic book store. Not really too many new people come in. Every now and then I'll see a guy come in with his daughter. This is a while ago. Came in and he's like, "Hey, we saw the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and she's curious. She wants to check out some comics." And I was like, I don't know why. I know this is weird, but I was so happy. I was like, not the fact that it's like, oh, she likes Guardians of the Galaxy, because I'm okay with it. I like Dan Abnett's stuff, even though Dan Abnett. The reason why I like it so much is that it feels like a continuation of Jim Starlin's stuff. Brian Michael Bendis' stuff was okay. But yeah, it was just cool when you see somebody new coming into something that you enjoy. You just get really happy. Yeah, but we don't get a lot of that. I've seen that a few times at my comic book shop. There aren't new people coming in. Why is that? I think a lot of things that people don't like to read. Some of that is part of it. Like, I'll tell people comic book, and they're like, it's like pictures and bubbles, and you're reading. It's like, I don't know. It seems kind of nerdy. I mean, which is weird because people play video games. Nobody wigs out over that. And at the same time, you have like these events that nobody really knows about, unless you're buying comics and keeping up with people that are producing content about comics. You don't really know about all these things. These events with Doomsday Clock. You wouldn't know. There are no advertisements for Marvel 2-in-1 or Doomsday Clock or these big events at Marvel, or Ed Pisker's X-Men The Grand Design, or Batman White Knight on YouTube. You think as many times as they try to demonetize people and force people to watch stupid ads about real estate, State Farm commercials, Jake from State Farm, all these stupid commercials, you think they'd be able to throw a couple of them in there in between the Taylor Swift teaser trailers for comics. You don't get that. You don't get these advertisements on Twitter either. So advertising and marketing is imperative for the survival for this industry. Finding things that kids want, kids between 10 to 14, or 10 to 14, those demographics, what are they interested in? You could very well use the cartoons to get people to read comics. Like, oh yeah, you like this storyline for this cartoon, Spider-Man or Avengers? Check it out. If you want to know more about this storyline, or see how the rest of this ends, go to your local retailer. Say Bedrock Comics is doing this and this, or go to your local comic book store. It's kind of weird that that's not going on. So maybe us being able to brainstorm and throw around ideas would be a big part in that. Suggesting new creators on Twitter. Instagram is an amazing place for people to show images of their artwork. Instagram is a little bit more difficult because it's not as public as Twitter. Twitter is like anybody can see it unless you've been blocked or whatever. But even people on Twitter, like, hey, I got some new project that I'm working on. Go check out my DeviantArt page. Go check out my Instagram with other photos. Hey, here's a link of a PDF where you can find the first 10 issues, 10 pages for a preview for my comic. Let's retweet that. Let's share that. Hey, and use hashtags and this artist does this, and this. Hey, Alterna Comics, is this something y'all be interested in for creators like this? I mean, because it's so easy just to trash somebody that says something stupid. SJWs on Twitter. Why not go ahead and retweet someone that's creating something new and trying to get their stuff out there? Why not do that? It only takes like 5 seconds to retweet with a quote of somebody's project. So those are some thoughts that I thought I'd just go ahead and share with you guys. Let me know what you think. Honestly, in the comments, if you have any ideas that have come across your mind, why not go ahead and put that in the comments? And if this is something that your other friends or other people you think that would be interested in this type of content, let me know. And if you could, share it with them, like and comment and subscribe.